What's going on, guys? My name is Marcel Flores and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street. Valentine's Day is around the corner and I want to talk to you guys about 10 date ideas that will sweep her off her feet. And I know you're going to think to yourself right now, you're a fashion blogger, why are you talking about dating? And why are you talking about dates and not actually like the gift, like a beautiful designer handbag or jewelry? Well, that's because at the end of the day, what's most important and most memorable are memories. The gift obviously is important and it's definitely going to help, but I think it's secondary, and the most important thing is that you really show that you care about them, that you know them, and that you do something fun with them that they can remember for the rest of their lives. Why should you listen to me? Very good question. First of all, growing up, most of my friends were girls, honestly. I had several girlfriends also, and I was single-handedly raised by my mom, so I had a lot of feminine influences in my life. Probably also one of the reasons, next to like dancing professionally and working in fashion, why I get called gay a lot. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's just recognizing that I'm more feminine. And what that means is that I actually feel like I understand women better than the average dude. Do I understand them entirely? Absolutely not. I don't think any man ever will. But I feel like I have some ideas to share, and all of them are guided by one main baseline. And that is that you have to know your girl or your man, whichever way you prefer, but you have to know them. You have to know what they're into, because I believe that all these 10 things are objectively good ideas, but if they're not into it, they're just not into it. Let's look at the date ideas. Number 1, if she's the traditional type and you might not know her all that well just yet, you can go for a classic traditional option, which is take her out for dinner. I hope at least you know what cuisine she likes, and then just do yourself and her the favor, leave your phone aside, pay attention to her, and make some great conversation. Number 2, one step up from that, is making dinner yourself, preferably at your spot, so you feel like you're in your space, you know where everything is, so you don't have to bother her and actually do it for her. It's 2018, I think we can all drop the stereotypes of what women should do and men should be doing. Make her dinner. Number 3, if it's warm wherever you are, grab a picnic basket, maybe hop on your bikes and go to a park and just spend the day outside. There's something about being in nature together, ideally without your phone once again. You know, honestly, just no phone for any of these 10 ideas, because this day is about you and her or you and him. So just cut the phone out entirely. But being out in nature is just lovely, and like getting away from the daily rut, just you and her or him. Number 4, if she's the funny type, and this is actually one of my personal favorites, take her to a comedy club. It's affordable, especially those improv clubs. You have a great time together, laugh together, and just have a wonderful evening together. If she likes comedy. But if she doesn't like to laugh, then you shouldn't be with her or him. Number 5, if she's really into music, you have 2 options. One gets a little bit more pricey. You can take her to a concert, but then you really should know, like, it should be her favorite artist. It should mean something, because otherwise it's just kind of big and not all that intimate. And the second option, which is a little cheaper, find a cool bar or a restaurant that plays live music, some jazz or something. I feel like that actually is a very romantic evening, and again, if she likes music, why not give that to her? Number 6, if she's the active type, you can basically do number 3 and be more active about it and go hiking. So instead of like grabbing a picnic bag and going into the park, go and be active. It takes a little bit more energy, a little bit more dedication, but at the end of the day, it's you and them together, alone. Great opportunity to really talk and really get to know each other better than you probably already do. Go take a hike. Number 7, if she loves to let out the inner child inside of her, take her to a theme park. I feel like they're really, really fun. You can forget that you're adults and just be childish and play around. It makes for really, really magical moments. Number 8, if she's the playful type and you're not the competitive one, this is very important, go bowling, go play mini golf, go take an archery lesson together. I feel like all these things can be really, really fun. You just can't get competitive. Don't feel like you have to beat her to show her how much of a man you are. Just have a fun time together and do something that's easy and light, but it's just really, really joyful and fun. Number 9, if she likes fancy things, it doesn't, again, have to be the designer handbag. You can take her on a trip. It can be Paris if you got it like that, or if you don't, you can just take her half an hour outside of the city. I feel like it's just a getaway and getting away from your usual environment that reminds you of the daily grind, that makes for a completely different experience where you can just be you two together aside from everything else that troubles you. Last but not least, number 10, and you guys knew I had to tie it back into fashion a little bit. If they're into shopping, take them shopping. So it's a little bit material, but at the end of the day, you're showing them that you're into what they're into, and I feel like that in itself is a gift. The readiness to just do something, even if you don't like it, for the other person, and you rid yourself of the worry to find the perfect gift for them, because they'll choose it for themselves and you just have to be there. And that's all 10. While we're on the topic of fashion, let me just drop 2 lines about what I think a guy should wear to a Valentine's Day date, which is a simple shirt, a dress shirt like the one I'm wearing right now, throw a blazer on top, you're casual but you're elegant, you're showing respect to the occasion and to her or him, and I think that's enough. You don't have to overdo it. With that, I want to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day with your loved one, and I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Until then, stay dapper.